what's like the worst song you've ever written?
The worst song that I've ever written is actually out, and
Don't say what it is! This is very exciting. My big guest on the show is Charlie Puth. You look ever so comfortable right now. You might be the most laid-back guest I've ever had.
What do most guests wear on your show?
For a start, they have their shoulders covered up, Charlie. You have an obscene amount of shoulder on show right now. So they're normally in some sort of shirt, maybe a thick knit, something like that. Definitely, it's the first I've ever seen somebody in full vest.
I got up early today and decided to work out, and I just had a bit of coffee. So maybe it's just because I'm getting my day going. Maybe I just haven't been fully clothed yet.
I mean, I'm not mad at it at all. I was kind of hoping you would spend the rest of the interview like this, Charlie. Could you tell me a little bit more about your usual day-to-day routine? Because I kind of imagine, do you like hop out of bed with a song in your head? Does it like follow you to the shower? You like non-stop singing from the time you get up?
Well, that is how Light Switch came about. I was in the shower. I was thinking to myself, why aren't there more songs with sound effects in them? You know, like Drop It Like It's Hot by Snoop Dogg had the mouth clicking noise. And I'm thinking to myself, why aren't there more like distinct sound effects? And then I started thinking to myself, I'm just thinking too much. I wish I had a light switch to turn my brain off. And then I thought, oh, that could be it. And I toweled off, drove to the studio, saw a light switch. I'm like, what if I just, and that's what you see on TikTok, the video of me putting the song together. I just recorded the light switch and it just fell into rhythm with the rest of the music, and it all came together in a very strange way.
That is fascinating, Charlie. Is that how most of your songs come together? Is it a real light switch moment? Does it happen quite quickly? Has it taken months before to complete a project?
It depends. Like Light Switch took quite some time, only because I knew I had the skeleton of the record, but I wanted it sonically to be very fit and tight everywhere, just because I get a bit obsessive over that. That was the same thing with Attention too. I wrote the hook in like 30 seconds and then spent months upon months layering every hi-hat with some white noise to make it wider and making the vocal lined up so it fit into pocket. All the boring stuff that I'm sure your millions of listeners aren't super interested to hear, but I actually found quite a nice little new career path with TikTok, talking about how music is made.
You've written some incredible songs. Going through your writing credits is ridiculous. Now imagine your writing process. Before you send a song off to somebody, you have to decide whether or not it's good. Charlie, all the amazing music you put out, you must have written some absolute stinkers as well that the world has never heard before. Could you give me a little insight, please? What's like the worst song you've ever written?
The worst song that I've ever written is actually out, and
Don't say what it is!
Yeah, I'm not gonna say what it is. It wouldn't be very fair.
Tell me later.
I'll tell you off the record, if that even exists anymore. Is anything ever off the record? But what people don't realize online is that, yes, you're seeing me come up with songs like right then and there, but I'm not gonna show you the bad ones. So I made like 5 TikToks. When I make one good one, there's 6 videos total in a week. That's a video every day. And you're not going to ever listen to the other 5 because they're not good songs. I'm only going to give you the good song. What's
like the cheesiest lyric you've ever written, Charlie? Is there one that particularly comes to mind that might give you the chills when you think about it? Like, oh, actually.
I always thought that it was my song "One Call Away," this Superman line. But I actually, it's funny when I say it out loud. I have the like I just ate a bunch of liver. I was with Calvin Harris the other day, and he's eating liver, and I'm just, how are you eating that? That's the same face expression I would get, but when I sing it, it sounds fine, and so maybe it's fine.
Speaking of your many talents, I didn't know that you could beatbox so well. We saw the Super Bowl commercial with the beatboxing.
Yeah, it's how I draft music. So when I wrote Light Switch, I'm in the studio and I'm thinking about what the tempo is going to be, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I want it to be like fast, like I want the bass to be, and I'm just coming up with I'm coming up with it and layering it into the actual song at the same time, but by me putting it, I guess, out in of my mouth. It's a weird sentence, but it's just a feasible product that I can hear back rather than just playing it in my head.
You're about to release your 3rd studio album, quite simply titled Charlie. If it's your 3rd album, Do you still get nervous? Do you still worry about whether or not it's going to do well? Or are you just like, I'm just glad to get it out there? Because you look like an incredibly relaxed individual right now.
I'm glad I convey that feeling. I am a very nervous person. I'm always thinking, like, where is my song going to end up? Like, how is the song going? Light Switch is such a weird song. It has a sound effect in it. Are people going to listen to this and take it seriously? Does it sound like a joke? Should I have sung the melody a little bit higher so more people were able to sing it right out the gate? It does start pretty low. Does the chorus go too high? These are all things that I think. I'm not impervious to any of that. As the bigger artist I become, the more worried I get.
Great. Something to look forward to. Charlie Puth, we love you so much. So talented, so lovely. Thanks so much for talking to us.
Thank you. You're a very good interviewer.
Oh, wow. Can we clip this up and send it to my boss? We'll send that.
He's very good. He keeps the conversation going. His accent's very pleasing to listen to. He asks great questions. It's not the regular stuff. I appreciate it.
Oh my goodness, Charlie, you might have just got me like another year on my contract. Thank you so much. You're the man, Charlie. I love you.
This is Heart.